So in episode 1, as playing as a horse archer, we bumped up our skill gain to 3 times, and we were able to get up to 182 bows, as well as 124 riding, so we can ride the more decent mounts. We also killed a couple lords for some really decent equipment, this imperial jeweled helmet, some brass scaled shoulders, a lamlar with scale skirt, decorated imperial gauntlets, and decorated imperial boots. A lot of other lords on the map did not like the fact that we executed these lords, so we are becoming kind of a rogue bandit faction type of thing, and I don't know if we're going to be able to get lords to actually join us, at least not the more honorable ones. To start off this episode, we're going to take out her of the Jawwal, which is part of the Jawwal faction, and we attacked them in the last episode. We just attacked a weaker party. This guy has 53 units, and we now have 86. He of course is running from us, as not only do we outnumber him, I believe we have better quality units, and actually it looks like he has an executioner axe. Here's what our army's looking like. We got a bunch of cavalry that we had recruited from prisoners, and we had actually raised a bit of our own, but most of them were from recruiting them off of prisoner stacks. And yeah, their infantry are just kind of sitting here while their cavalry run in. So this is going pretty well, of course. And yeah, we have way more strength than them, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, and that's their leader. I don't know if having everyone just advance right away was the proper play, but it worked out, and we did end up losing 8 units, a couple infantrymen, a puppeteer, hidden pawn, as well as a couple expert elf tories, a marauder, and a harami. Those last 4 units are pretty decent cavalry, but we did pick up 5 of these Jawwal Bedouins as prisoner, and they'll eventually join us, and actually a lot of tier 1 units. We'll just pick everyone up. We're going for that quantity over quality approach, and as far as loot, we didn't really pick up anything too crazy. We also will execute this guy, as I believe he does have, yeah, he has a heavy executioner's axe, which is kind of a cool weapon, and he also did have a couple extra nice things like this Southern Lord helmet, which only values at 618 for some reason. Every time we do execute a lord, we're losing tons of relation with a bunch of, I think a lot of these are clans, and it's not good that we are losing relation with all these people in terms of if we want to have lords join us later, they're not going to want to. We got to 125 riding, and we can now use any bow on horseback, which this perk actually doesn't work, but there's a mod that makes it so it does work. After installing the mod, I can confirm we can use any bow on horseback now, and we're gonna pick up this noble longbow for 33k. How are you gonna afford the bow, you ask? Well, we're gonna sell this Southern Lord helmet, which by the way, I think on reload, it does fix the value for certain armors. I was noticing before I reloaded save, this Southern Lord helmet was only valuing at 600, and so yeah, we're gonna dump this off. This is the helmet we just picked up from the lord we just killed. This transaction is gonna get us 42k, and actually we're just gonna buy all these step horses due to the fact that we actually are kind of rich now, and we need horses to be able to make our map movement quicker, as a lot of our ground troops can ride these horses. They have a lot of desert horses as well. Let's actually pick these up too. We'll also sell them off this reinforced mail mitten, and that's going to get us 50k total in this transaction. Our army is going quite strong, and looking at the map, Varcheg was taken by Vlandia, and that's really far away from their territory. It's weird because in the very first playthrough I did, Varcheg was also taken by Vlandia. It's like they just have this thing where they want to take Varcheg, but the fact that it's so far away from their territory, I don't think they're going to be able to defend it that well. So yeah, we're going to go over to Varcheg, and we're going to try to mess with Vlandia a bit. On our way to Varcheg, we encountered this forest bandit hideout, and if we talk to a nearby village, they're going to give us a quest to clear the hideout. We don't really care for the reward too much, as I think it's only like 1k or 1500, and we're kind of loaded right now. Part of the reason we're loaded is we're using the Loot Lord mod. With the Loot Lord mod, after executing only a couple lords, we're getting tons of money. The reason why I'm kind of okay with this is because the game is constantly getting updates and stuff, and I feel like once the game is in more of a steady place, then I'll do a playthrough where I don't use like Loot Lord and stuff, and I'll do like a vanilla playthrough. But for now, I want to test a lot of features of mods and kind of get a feeling of what type of playstyle I would like to do long term, and kind of what people want to watch. Like I did the lifesteal run, and no one really seemed to like that one as much. My views dropped off tremendously, and I got a bunch of negative feedback for that one. And yeah, we made it to the forest bandit boss, and I'm just gonna let our units absolutely obliterate their units. We did lose an Imperial Guard though, but yeah, forest bandits not so good in melee. The reason why we entered this hideout is because, yeah, as I expected, we were able to capture 9 tier 4 forest bandit archers, which are really decent, 9 tier 2 bushwhackers, which do upgrade into them, and these will all prove pretty nice to have in sieges. They also had 11 prisoners, and I wasn't sure what they were, but it turns out they are 10 of them at least peasants, and they did have 1 battalion woodrunner. We also did get quite a bit of upgrades, and actually we got quite a bit of loot. A lot of bows, a lot of barbed arrows. Along the way, we're going to sell off some of our not so high value items for 31k. We still have the Southern Noble helmet, helmet, which values at 98, and then the heavy executioners apparently is worth 20k. They buffed the cost of that quite considerably. We finally made it over to Varcheg, and there's a couple lords actually heading to Varcheg. Malgan, who has a bunch of wounded troops. I would really like to take this guy. Can we catch up to him though? Nope, we cannot. How about this guy Ekerend though? He does have 13 wounded troops as well and 20 prisoner infantry. And whoa, Kalitid's army is actually nearby. Did they just take Varcheg? Maybe. There's only 260 defenders at Varcheg, including Malgan's party. That does seem quite low for a town. Either way, we're gonna attack Ekerend, and this army should not be able to chase us down. We should be able to outrun it pretty easily. And what? What are you guys doing? Can they really shoot from this far?
1 hour later.
Alright, we got this pretty nice hill up here where we're putting all of our archers, and we actually don't have that many just ground archers. We got all our infantry up here, and a lot of these actually have throwing weapons, like these puppeteers all have throwing weapons. We got all our horse archers down here, and I'm gonna have them try to we're gonna have them advance and see what they can do. And all of our horsemen are back there. We're gonna have our horsemen charge into their bowman line. And there's all their bowmen over there. They got some decent ones. And yeah, all our horsemen are about to hit their, well, they're actually kind of getting intercepted. Infantry advance, I guess. The enemy does have a lot of decent units, although I will say we haven't lost that many units. I don't think their infantry really are able to charge that easily into our infantry up here. And maybe the play is just to protect our infantry and our cavalry can just kind of do whatever. Because yeah, a lot of these guys look like I can just kind of rain terror upon them. I just ended up hitting shots. Okay. Just 2 for 2. Can we go 3 for 3? No, we cannot. I'm just gonna try to pick off.
I'm a slithery little sneaky snake.
Yeah, it looks like this positioning is really nice. We are absolutely destroying them. And our units aren't that good. Like, we have a lot of just kind of low tier cavalry, infantry, and overall, oh, nice headshot on that guy. Overall, our units are not amazing though, but with this hill, I feel like the hill was really, really powerful. Enemies are fleeing. You have 1, and we only lost 24 units. That's actually not that bad considering these guys are actually pretty strong. 12 Vlandian light cavalry prisoner, tier 4 cavalry, a couple tier 5 Vlandian vanguards, 5 tier 4 Vlandian knights, 60 prisoners total. Overall, that was a huge net gain. And on top of the prisoners we picked up, we again got a ton of upgrades for fighting these guys. Got a lot of XP for that. 6 camel riders are upgrading into Jawwal Bedouins, which are what I can only imagine be way stronger units as they are tier 5. Over here there's 101 looters plus 36. I'm kind of curious what 101 looters looks like on the field. Well, it's actually more around 140, and oh, that's what it looks like if any of you guys are wondering. Because yeah, that group of 36 nearby looters did end up joining the fray. And man, we're gonna lose cavalry here. I don't know if this was the smartest play. I'm probably not supposed to be charging in our cavalry into this many looters. We've already lost a couple decent ones. Yeah, I definitely should not have charged the cavalry in first. This is brutal. We're actually losing. We're losing so many units here. This is kind of crazy. They're just freaking looters. Like, they're supposed to suck. We might lose more units here than we lost on the battle previous. And yeah, we ended up losing 20 units. We lost our companion, Taliesin the Scholar, who I recruited this guy for like 1300. He had 60 engineering, but the rest of his stats sucked. And so no real loss there. But yeah, apparently companions can die with death enabled. And wait, did Taliesin the Scholar not die? On that screen, it said he actually died, but apparently not. We were heading back to where we started in the Kuze territory, and we ran into this girl, Rhea Eagle Eye Lineth. And her template is one from the custom companions mod. Now she has 240 bows along with 120 riding, so she's gonna make for a really good horse archer, and she has a lot of other stuff that's pretty decent, like 140 scouting is gonna be really helpful. We're gonna pick her up for 4.3k only, and we need to get this girl a really good bow because yeah, she has really decent bow skill. And here we go. This is why we went back to the Kuze territory, because yeah, they have these stacked bodkineros, 32 stack amount, and they do 3 pierce damage. They're just really expensive, 8.9k. But yeah, I'm gonna pick up one of those for myself, and yeah, let's get this new companion a noble longbow longbow as well. She won't be able to use it on horseback as she doesn't have bow expert yet, although she's really close. She only needs 5 more skill ups in riding and then she can get it. That is going to cost us quite a bit of money, but we've been farming quite a bit. If we sell off all this stuff we've just been randomly picking up, that's actually going to cover the cost of the bow. And wait, let's actually not sell all our food because yeah, our units will starve. And whoa, over at Akla, they have these stacked step arrows, which actually have 4 more arrows than these stacked bodkins. They just do 1 less piercing damage, but yeah, let's grab one of those. I actually kind of prefer these because they are way cheaper. They're about half the price of these stacked bodkins. They also have this companion with a format mother at their tavern, and she's really cheap, 494 only for what she's about to give us. And Rhea Eagle Eye is actually going to be our scout. I forgot to have her do that. Taliesin the Scholar is going to be our engineer, as he does have 60 in engineering. And Ulin Mother Baird is going to be our surgeon because she comes with 160 medicine. And this is going to increase our casualty survival chance by 1.6%, not a whole lot. And then the healing rate by 16%. And ooh, Iltas of the Jawwal is on the map over here. And we're going to try to run this guy down. We are 1 quicker than him actually, even though we have way more units. We should be able to auto-calc this as we have 149 units. He only has 63. And yeah, we only end up losing 5 units on the auto-calc. Definitely pretty okay with that. And yeah, we captured 5 tier 3 camel riders and 3 tier 5 Bedouins. But the main thing is we will execute him for what looks like is pretty decent equipment. And for now, we'll give this to Rhea Eagle Eye Lenneth. It only values at 600, but I think once we reload, that will change. And so if we need any extra money, we can always just take it from her. And whoa, actually, the guy had a noble bow on him. That thing definitely does not value at 600. We made it back to Varcheg, where they do have a garrison of 293 units, and we'll try to siege it. We don't have anyone that's super amazing in engineer right now, so we'll take a while. Before we do that though, we did run into 2 caravans. This one is 47 troops, and I think we're just gonna auto-calc this one for the sake of speed. We lost 6, we lost 15 units. I'm okay with it. We wounded 30, and yeah, we're gonna be able to take all these guys prisoner. We also could try to run down this caravan, although I don't know if we're gonna be able to catch up to it. I think they're moving at the same exact speed as us. And what do we have here? Another red lord actually was trying to engage us, but he's running now, and we are slightly faster than him, so we can run him down. Hypothetically, if we were to auto-calc this, we would lose 11 troops. That's actually not bad at all. And we wounded 43 of them. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. Morkan also seems to have some really decent equipment. That helmet looks really nice. I think we will take it off of his head, and I'm hoping a lot of the red lords will not care too much that we did that. And yeah, it looks like a lot of the people that don't like us doing that are people that already disliked us anyways because we were executing people. And yeah, that guy had this Western Crown plated helmet, which values at 174k. It actually gives the same armor as the jeweled helmet we were using, except for the jeweled helmet values at 273k. I actually kind of like the look of this one a little bit better too, almost. Or I don't know, the jeweled helmet looks kind of cool with the jewels and stuff. After taking out that red lord, we headed over to Varcheg and we're now sieging it. And it looks like our siege camp's almost done and no red lords are trying to stop us. The question now is, can we just straight up lead an assault on the town of Varcheg? All right, so here's the castle, and there's 2 ladders over here towards the main area of the castle, but we don't want to use those. We want to use these ladders over here on the side, I think, just because if we attack from this side, it doesn't seem like we're exposed to that many of the enemy archers. And okay, so at the very start, our units just kind of are doing whatever they want. We got to get everyone back over here. But yeah, we have 136 arrows at the start here, and that's because we do have traits that are working now that give us a bunch of extra arrows. And this is actually gonna be so much easier as an archer doing sieges. I mean, we did have lifesteal when we were playing as a melee, and so that kind of balanced it out a little bit, but in general, this is gonna be so much easier. Should probably start aiming for headshots, but I mean, just shooting this clump of units is actually getting us some kills, and this guy up here needs to get taken out. There we go. This guy up here too. Let's go headshot. Oh yeah, headshot, called it. Next shot actually. We cleared out a lot of their units, but they got like some reinforcements over here. They sent more units over here. I'm down to 70 arrows, which like, that's okay, I guess. Vlandian sharpshooter down. I just don't know how we're gonna get our units to the top of those ladders without having them just start getting absolutely destroyed. It's no use. What do you mean? It's no use. There's plenty of use, but again, that's just a recruit, so whatever. We just have our infantry charge in, and then as they're going up there, I'll just try to snipe with these guys. Or maybe actually we've broken through, like our units are not getting shredded as they get to the top. We're actually breaking in. Maybe everyone follow me. Oh, this is bad, I think. If I get knocked out here. Wait, are there arrows on the ground, by the way? Like a quiver? Yeah, let's fill that up. 89 arrows we have now. We were at like 60 before. And yeah, I'm having all our troops just follow me, which is what I did in the siege in my other series, where I took out our first castle, and this is actually way good, I think, in terms of, I think this is like the best way to just keep everyone together. I don't know if I should have our units charge in, because yeah, the enemy does have quite a few more bowmen. And okay, we have people just trying to get the ladders up. Can there be a way to just make it so people don't want to use those ladders? Can that just be an option? And I don't know if I can snipe at these guys from here, although if I get get on top of that tower over there, I can definitely snipe. We got our units just charging, and I don't want to run into that. Oh, and some of their units are coming over here on the bottom in the courtyard too. Try to snipe down these guys. I can not hit our units. There we go. Yeah, we just gotta clear out this tower. I just gotta get to the top of this tower, and I can just start sniping down and doing so much work, I feel like. Some of our units are actually heading to the top of the tower, and they're clearing it out for me. And yep, get them, boys. Clear out this tower. Come out. There we go. Sharpshooter down, and yeah, we got him. Alright, now I'm gonna have everyone just follow me, and I'm gonna try to just... Oh yeah, look at this angle I got. It's beautiful. These guys are just, they have no idea where it's coming from too. Oh, that guy actually turned. I'm gonna have our units actually just go away because they're kind of causing the enemy to just start firing over here. And yeah, sharpshooter down. This is just an amazing spot.
Another one. Another one.
Initial archer down. Man, dude, being an archer in sieges is just so much easier than playing melee. Maybe there's a way to play as a melee in sieges, but it's not going to be 49 damage to kill on the hardened crossbowman. It's not going to be as easy for sure. It's definitely going to take a lot more maneuvering. Yeah, we're just getting kills. Like, we're just firing this clump of units, and they're not even firing back. By the way, is there any arrows up here? Wait, can I get these arrows? Arrow barrel. Holy crap, I'm full on arrows. Okay, this is OP. I don't even care. I'm just gonna start just dumping arrows. Like, I don't care if I miss. I have an arrow barrel near me. The enemy's just clumped up over there, and yeah, it's over for them. If they start firing at us, I don't know, maybe I'll pull my units off, but this is just so sick. Yeah, they're done for. I think those units might be running already or something, because we just got a bunch of headshots and a huge clump of units. And that's going to lower all the morale of nearby units. And yeah, the enemy is kind of pretty much out of units. They do have a few more somewhere. Oh, and actually I see their units at the bottom of those stairs. I think that's the last of them though. You can actually barely see them. But oh yeah, that's a headshot. It's a shot, but not a headshot. Kill on that guy. And can we get him? Yep. Oh, I hit a guy. I didn't even see that guy. Oh, and where are these guys coming from? Are they running? Oh, I think they're retreating. Yep, those guys are retreating. I don't know how many else are retreating, but I think that might almost be it. And yep, we got him. We only ended up losing 30 there. That's amazing. Got 250 renown. The base amount would have been 50. We boosted that by 5 times with the mod. And yeah, we lost like 9 puppeteers, which I don't care about the puppeteers at all. They're pretty crap units overall. I don't really care about any of the units we lost actually in particular. I just don't want to lose our archers. As far as prisoners, we captured 182 and we got 38 Vlandian sharpshooters, tier 5 crossbowmen, 19 Vlandian crossbowmen, which are only tier 3, but then we got 13 Vlandian hardened crossbowmen, tier 4. We'll be taking all those along with a huge amount of loot. It's not the best loot though. Like this bent hickory crossbow is probably the best thing they had. And yeah, we now own Varcheg. The question is, can we hold it against Red? Will they send an army over here to try to take it from us? Find out in the next episode. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you then.